All right, afternoon. I know you came in to look at the 27 Ford Fusion and the 27 Ford Escape. I've got both of them up here. Pretty good example of both vehicles. A lot of the equipment and trim levels and what have you, they all share the same. The Ford Fusion and the Escape both have the 2.5 four-cylinder engine. They both have the 1.5 EcoBoost engine. They both have the 2.0 EcoBoost engine. The Ford Fusion in the Sport model, which is new this year, also has the 2.7 325 horse all-wheel drive available. Very, very sporty engine and vehicle. The trim levels in both vehicles, again, very common ground. They both have the entry-level S. The next step above, it adds a lot of the niceties, creature comforts that people are usually looking for, which is your SE model. Probably sell more of those than anything. And then we've also got the titanium in both vehicles. New for this year, we've got the Platinum, which is what this is, and then obviously the 2.7 Sport that I was talking about. So like in the Fusion as an example, it's not just, this is just the titanium now, and maybe you don't care for the interior. The Platinum is essentially a Ford or a Lincoln with a Ford emblem on it. When we look inside in a minute here, you'll see what I'm talking about. Very, very elegant. And then the Sport is obviously a little bit sportier, a little different look inside as well. A lot of different wheel options, a lot of technology available. Adaptive Cruise is available in both of them. New for 17, the Fusion also has what Ford calls stop and go. So a good example, you're in the city, in a traffic jam, instead of brake, pedal, brake, gas, back and forth. Once you've set that, it will actually, when the car in front of me starts to go, my car will start to go. When that car in front of me stops, my car will stop. So it's a lot less stress in a traffic situation. One of my walk just around the side of this one here quick. One of the things that I really like about owning a Ford, something that you will not find on other manufacturers other than Lincoln, and that is this keypad with these numbers on the outside. So what you can do is we can program any 5-digit number you want. What makes that really nice is the keys today are getting more and more expensive. I get out on the river and out in the woods, and the keys nowadays, like I said, are expensive. With your Ford, I can take my keys, which I do every day, lock them in my console, come back. That's another way to access the vehicle. Just punch in my 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or whatever number you choose. With the Platinum is a good example. It has the intelligent access where all of your manufacturers are kind of going to that. You walk up to the vehicle, you touch the handle, the door unlocks, push button start. With all your other manufacturers, you can hit the lock button all you want, but it's just going to keep unlocking because it knows the key is in there, so I can't purposely lock the key in there. With the keypad on that, I can hit the last 2 sets of numbers, and it temporarily disables that key, so now I can go out on the river and not worry about losing that expensive key. The Ford Escape has gotten a lot of changes in 17. Obviously, the different grille up front that we saw earlier, the parking brake has gone to an electric switch, so it eliminated that big clunky handle, so the lines in the dash and everything are much, much cleaner. It's all about usability and clean lines, more storage, which is another thing that's really nice about the Escape is obviously it has the split fold downs in the rear. You can fold either side, so it's very, very usable where you can have people and still haul something large. The people in the back can also recline their back seats to get more comfortable. You can also get the hands-free where you just kick your foot underneath the bumper on the Escape. The Fusion I meant to also add the powertrains. You can also get this in a hybrid. or you can get this in a plug-in hybrid, which Ford calls Energy. So the back seats in these fold down, humongous trunk. Like I said, actually I just kind of want you to take a peek inside of this one, and you can see what I'm talking about as far as the elegance in something as simple as a Ford Fusion. Resembles what a lot of your manufacturers offer for a much bigger price tag than what a Platinum Edition or a Sport Edition Fusion is. It has the nice mocha brown trims and piping in the seats, very nice stitching. The touchscreen that this one has got, all of your vehicles in Ford, for the most part, are all going to have rear cameras as standard. It's a very sweet rear camera, better than most. You actually have a zoom feature. It actually has lines that shows you where you're headed. With this has what is called Sync 3, which is the touchscreen. With that touchscreen, there's a lot that you can do on there. A lot of your apps and what have you that you have on your smartphone, you can actually send that right to the screen. And so instead of taking your hands and eyes off the road, playing with your phone, you can access most things right there on that screen. New for 17, in actually both of these models, you can get the vehicle equipped with Sync Connect, which adds a whole lot more, and Ford Pass. With Sync Connect, there's a lot you can do. I'm getting ready to leave work. All of a sudden, I'm going to have to take a trip somewhere. Boom, let's see, how much fuel do I have? Are my tires okay? I can set it so tomorrow morning at 6:45, I want it to start Monday through Friday. And then it's cold out. I also want it to start at 4:45, so my vehicle gets warmed up before I get out of work. You can look for parking. You can prepay for parking. You can find your vehicle anywhere you want just by using the app that goes between the two vehicles. Ford Pass, it opens the door to a tremendous amount of other things. And the nice thing about the Ford technology that you buy with your vehicle, unlike most of your other manufacturers, you get a trial, and then you're going to have to pay fees to use some of that technology. You don't have that with Ford. Everything that you buy with the vehicle comes with the vehicle, so you don't have to worry about that. One of the other things that the Fusion is available is what Ford calls pedestrian detection. So cruising down the road, I'm having a conversation with my buddy and maybe not watching the road as close as I should be. Guy walks out off the sidewalk in front of my car. The car is going to apply brakes and, if nothing else, lessen the accident, possibly stop it. The same thing with the adaptive cruise that you can get. There's just a tremendous amount of things that you can do as far as trim levels and everything. The clean lines on the vehicle, the sharp lines, the nice flowing line that comes from the front of the vehicle all the way around, LED taillights, available LED headlamps. So tremendous amount of things that you can get with the vehicle. So let's take them for a ride.